What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. It's Friday. I'm out here in Idaho going to pick up some potatoes. So I want to touch on a subject that's, I guess, a touchy subject, but I was waiting until after the election in New York before I commented on my thoughts on this subject. But so something that I guess is concerning to me and to a lot of people is the radical Islamic movement of Muslims that's infiltrating America. For those of you who don't know what's going on, and I'm not going to mention names because usually when I mention political names that are people in office, YouTube tends to censor me or not let me promote or whatever on my videos. So, but either way, so in case you don't know, if you're not in the know, Dearborn, Michigan, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and now New York are all being run by Muslims. Minneapolis has even gotten so bad to where they are actually doing the Islamic call for prayer five times a day, and it's actually being broadcasted to the city now. So 5 times a day, loudspeakers to the city come out and do the call to prayer. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I feel that we have a lot of sleeper cells of the Islamic movement especially infiltrating our school system and trying to get our kids when they're young. You got a lot of these radical leftists that are, in our school system, indoctrinating our kids on these ridiculous ideologies. But I just want to make people aware that they're infiltrating. They're coming in, and Sharia law is not conducive to Western civilization, to our beliefs. I mean, we were America was born on Christianity. It's not really a Christian nation anymore. Especially with how divided we are. But we need to get back to that. We need to get back to bringing God back into our school systems and all that kind of stuff. And it's just crazy where it's going. But I just want to inform people, make people aware of what's actually going on. We got to be real careful. If you can homeschool your kids, homeschool your kids. It's getting bad out there, and they just voted in the new mayor into New York, and he's a terrorist supporter. He's friends with a guy. Like I said, I'm not gonna say names because I can't remember this guy's name. I have to look it up, but I don't want to get YouTube all up in uproar for saying political names. But anyways, he's a friend of one of the Islamic supporters of the World Trade bombing back in the 90s, and he was an advocate for that, and he's friends with him, and he says he's a fine, upstanding man in the New York community, and he's all about. He has yet to come out and say anything against Hamas. Now I'm not by any means like way on the pro-Israel side. I mean, yes, I believe that Israel is the Holy Land, and I believe it should be preserved. But I am not in favor of the Islamic government or what they're doing, and I'm not in favor of what Bibi Netanyahu is doing. I don't like that we're giving them so much aid and doing so much to support them. The Palestinians have done a lot for us too, but I'm not in favor of Hamas. So, but this guy they hired in New York was a mayor. He's bad news, man. He's from Uganda. He's bad news, and New York's gonna get what they deserve for voting him in. He's gonna tear things up there. So I just want to come on and give my 2 cents on that and inform people who didn't know what was going on. Like I said, in Dearborn, Michigan, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and now New York is all being controlled by Muslims. So we have to fight back. We have to bring Christianity back full strength, full circle, and come back to where we once were before. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great Friday and a great weekend. And I love you all. If you need any prayer, let me know. I'm here for you guys, and I'll see you on the next Girl Bye.